So in this particular program, we'll demonstrate the use of default and parameterized constructors. So what is a constructor basically? So constructor is a special member function that has the same name that of its class. Okay. And they are used to initialize the objects of the class. Okay. So first, as usual, there's a class called FGC. In private, we have a variable declared called data. In public, there is a parameterized constructor we have declared with default values. 0 is a default value. This is a parameterized constructor. How we can say it's a parameterized constructor? Now first we need to know the difference between default and parameterized constructor. Now in default constructor, it is also known as zero constructor, which will initialize the values as 0. Even if it is not declared here, it gets automatically created behind the scenes. Okay, so basically first what we're doing here is parameters constructor with default values, and the default constructor is created in the background, and we have passed values as x is 0. X has 0 now. Now this data contains x. Now x is stored in data. Int get data. This function allows you to get the value which is stored in data. After that, you'll return it. Then comes the main function. In this main function, as you can see, we have called the constructors here. This is the default constructor, and it will not throw any errors because the value of the default constructor is 0. And here in the function object2, we are passing a value. This is a parameterized constructor. Passing arguments in the constructor is called as parameterized constructor, and we have passed argument here as 25. And using an object obj, we'll get the values that are declared in object1 and object2, which is in both constructors. Here, as you can see, in object1, I think we'll get 0. In object2, as usual, we'll get 25. And these values can be changed. Default constructor will return default value, which is 0, and the parameterized constructor, which we have passed 60, will return 60. So this is your concept of default and parameterized constructors.